The Arizona Cardinals are flying south this week to Mexico to continue the NFL International Series, coming in off a win that keeps their season alive and kicking.
To the end zone, A.J. Green makes the catch. Spectacular for a Cardinals touchdown.
They take on the San Francisco 49ers, whose offense may have a little mystique to it now.
It is Mitchell again, right through the middle for 13 yards. He's having a good game tonight.
All that anticipation coming off San Francisco's bye. What does Kyle Shanahan have cooked up for an offense featuring Debo, CMC, and Kittle? How about some Elijah Mitchell? He finally returned from injury last week. I know we were waiting to see McCaffrey-Samuel mayhem, but Mitchell was the star of the show against the Chargers, close to 90 yards, close to 5 yards per.
Toss to Elijah Mitchell. Welcome back to the lineup for Mitchell.
If you aren't familiar with the Book of Eli, it's good. He hit at 4.7 a carry as a rook, close to 90 yards per game. So week 10 was not a fluke, just sort of unexpected. Not by all, mind you. I saw plenty of 49ers fans talk about him in the comments section leading up to that game.
Mitchell, big run, gain of 9.
Mitchell's effectiveness just makes it that much harder for Arizona to defend the ground game. San Francisco's rush attack could feel relentless. Samuel gets his shots, took 4 handoffs versus the Chargers, almost 7 yards per carry.
This is a run with Debo Samuel. First time we see that. And Samuel to the secondary.
McCaffrey, quiet last week, but still a 4.5 yard a run guy in 2022.
McCaffrey to the goal line. In for the touchdown.
Cardinals rush defense, that trio takes on. Not one of the greats, allowing around 4.5 a carry overall. Same to dudes who line up as running backs specifically.
Doesn't matter what defensive coordinator Vance Joseph calls, you have to be ready. You just got to line up and tackle.
Thing is, it was Arizona's defense that propelled them to victory over the Rams last week. They played the run better than their season body of work.
As Isaiah Simmons comes up to make the tackle.
Nice job, Isaiah Simmons.
They got after the QB better than they had all year.
Wolford wrapped up. Down he goes. J.J. Watt.
In turn, they played the pass better than they had all season.
Oh, this pass picked off. Yes, he's playing this afternoon. Buda Baker.
And check this out. They held Cooper Kupp, Mr. I pick up 100 yards when I'm on the toilet, to -1 yard. Yes, he got hurt, but that wasn't until the fourth quarter.
Antonio Hamilton touches that ball out. That's just good all-around football.
This week, they'll be up against Jimmy Garoppolo. He isn't throwing it over any mountains, but he continues to be efficient. Last 3 games, 67 completion percentage or higher, mid-90s rating or better. He's the distributor in the purest sense.
Garoppolo, nothing open, gets out. The crowd has it. Ray down the sideline.
San Francisco's passing attack, as tricky to figure out as their ground game. You just aren't sure who could shine. Samuel and George Kittle didn't put up big numbers against LA. It was Brandon Ayuk again, 84 yards. He's really been their most consistent pass catcher.
Garoppolo throws, it is caught. It's Ayuk. Big play by Brandon Ayuk.
So, the Cardinals' offense may need to put up 25+ like they did last week. Kyler Murray sat out. You'd expect him back this week, but hamstrings are tricky. Is Arizona in a rush to get him back? Colt McCoy filled in versus LA. Solid effort, no INTs, 238 yards, 26 of 37, rating mid-90s. QB controvert? Nah, just kidding, right?
And what I love is the throw. Colt McCoy puts it on a dime for DeAndre Hopkins to make that completion.
Tight end Zach Ertz left last week's match hurt, so it really made and potentially makes them a very wide receiver-driven passing offense. DeAndre Hopkins and Rondale Moore accounted for 27 of McCoy's 37 pass attempts. 10 catches for D-Hop, 9 for Moore, both guys over 90 yards.
Looking for Rondale Moore, and Moore makes the catch. Wow, a spectacular catch.
So, how does San Francisco handle the wide receiver position specifically? Not as well as they've played the pass overall. They're holding QBs to a mid-80s rating, but to wide receivers, they've allowed a 92.9 rating. Still, that's not bad, and it's not bad because they have cornerback Charvarius Ward ready to stick on Hopkins. He's held down the fort to the tune of a nice low 65 rating against.
He has just given them that #1 cornerback that they haven't had.
Arizona's QB will also have Nick Bosa breathing down their back. He added another bag to his 22 shopping cart, has 9.5 sacks now.
He was He's going to try to flip it, but Bosa had his right leg. And Nick Bosa gets another sack.
Murray's legs, if he plays, in the Cards' ground game is the X factor. James Conner scored twice last week. Just 3.3 yards per carry, though. He's under 4 a carry for the season, too. Murray, though, is a different matter. He's the one that could create the big ground splash plays, 6 yards per run in 2022.
Taken off in the open field, moves past Woolen and dives down near the 43-yard line.
If he did play, just know this, the 49ers, one of the toughest for a quarterback to run on, holding that position to just 3.3 a carry.
And it's Smith, who's just going to tumble down.
Crowd for this game is going to be fired up. Dile, no saben la pasión que tienen. Truly en fuego. NFC West action on Monday Night Football. Tell everyone who takes it, time to see what the panel thinks.